This is such a hard question to answer. It shouldn't be, but it's really hard because I think because of white supremacy, the people who have access to power and the people who lead organizations are often white. And we also see the data that white leaders have an easier time raising money. White leaders have an easier time getting access to philanthropic money. White leaders are more likely to have, wealthy donor networks. Historically, because of white supremacy in the United States, they've had more access to education, to those professional networks. And so, right now we're going through a crisis where undeniably, we have to talk about race. We have to talk about how the pandemic has been killing Black and brown people. And as nonprofits, we have to talk about ourselves and why is it that people of color are not in leadership in the same way. I think that it starts with that conversation, recognizing our problem, and then saying, okay, what can we do? Like, how can we support staff who are people of color? How can we support leaders of color? And you start with listening to them because leaders of color, Black leaders, brown leaders, like Asian leaders, they will have a lot to say about their experiences. Same thing with staff. They will have a lot to say, a lot of recommendations, but you have to create the space and you have to listen to them. And then you have to institutionalize it. And you have to make it meaningful because it's risky and it's scary.